How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're doing our weekly read what we've read. Now this one's gonna be different. Like I said, if you're seeing this video is on a Sundays when at least it's being uploaded. You might be watching it later, but that's okay. We're doing from Saturday to Saturday, so last Saturday to this current Saturday, or from this upload yesterday, of reading comics so that we can post a little more content, make it a little more appropriate for during the week. So we're going over our weekly reads. We have a fat stack. I was able to read a lot, and I mean a lot of comics. Look at that. That's all the single issues that we got there. If I hold it straight up, it's gonna fall. Okay, a little heavy, sorry. And then we have two paperbacks, so we're gonna go over them. So we'll go over the paperbacks first, just because they're easier. There's two Marvel paperbacks. We got The Amazing Spider-Man. This is volume 8. This includes The Amazing Spider-Man 32 through 38. So we read that one right there. Cover looks freaking awesome. All the covers in here that they showed were amazing. That story is fantastic. I'm catching up with The Amazing Spider-Man. And we also read volume 9, which includes Amazing Spider-Man issue 39 through 44. And that's the front cover there. So these are the two paperbacks that we read. Get a better way to look at that, which is pretty cool. If you're not familiar with paperbacks, they just have the story arc of a specific issue that's going on. So like, for example, this story arc was from issue 32 to 38, so they have everything in that arc in this one. And of course the same story continues from 39 to 44 for a new story arc on that one. So it's pretty cool. I got one more paperback of The Amazing Spider-Man to read, and then I have the rest all singles to read as well, so I'm excited for that. But that's the paperbacks that we read. Next, we're gonna go over DC, just because it is a smaller stack here. As you can tell, smaller one right there. So we'll go over them. No particular order in this one. Well, there is a particular order. It's just alphabetical the way I put them away, because I'm going to be showing me putting these comics away in the TikTok. So if you're interested in that, check out the description down below. But again, this is just kind of easier for me when I start putting away. So we got The Absolute Superman issue number 4. Got that nice in the cover right there. Fantastic story. The Absolute Superman is my favorite out of the 3 so far. Fantastic story. If you haven't read it, I definitely recommend it. Next, we got The Atom Project issue number 2. That cover right there was awesome. I special ordered that cover, so I'm excited that I was able to get it. The story is actually really good. This one was way better than the first one. The first one was a little confusing. Second one was a little better on explaining what's going on and going back to what's going on. So again, we got issue number 157 of Batman. We got that variant cover right there. This one was finishing the arc story of what's going on. The city's burning. I believe it's the story arc that was the name of the story arc, and now we're going to start Hush 2 when the new Batman comes out. But that one was finishing, and that story arc finished off fantastic, really good there. Next, we got Batgirl issue number 4. Got that variant cover there too as well. That story's been fantastic. You got her dealing with Ra's al Ghul, trying to help the mom out. She's trying to be okay with it, but she's not okay with it with the past history. Pretty cool. Good story overall. Next, we got JSA issue number 4. That one was freaking amazing. We did get the variant cover that is a villain. I'm not sure exactly his name yet. He showed him in the comic. If you saw my previous video, I wasn't sure who he was. The cover looked amazing there. So it shows him in there, but you can tell he's a bad guy, but I didn't get a name. I'm sure it's probably pretty obvious. If you guys know, let me know in the comments below. Next, we got Poison Ivy issue number 30. This story has been fan-freaking-tastic. One of my favorite DC stories that I'm reading right now. I'm always excited when this issue comes out because the story on this is really good. It surprises me how good it is. I thought Poison Ivy was just going to be okay. It's one of my favorites that I'm reading so far. Next, we got Shazam issue 20. This one's kind of just a little break from the main story, including John Kent, which is Superman's son. Awesome story. This one was really good. I hope the rest of the stories are like this in the way it's written and the storytelling, because Shazam's been a little, hit and miss with me lately, but that one was definitely a big hit, so I enjoyed it. Hopefully the new story arc coming out later is going to be as good. And then last but not least for the DC is Two-Face issue number 3. If you're reading this story, what did you think about the ending? The ending killed me, man. The ending was like, are you kidding me? That's how I felt right at the end. I'm like, dude, it blew my mind. It was a great story. I don't want to spoil it. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll do a separate video for people who are curious of the Two-Face story that's going on. But that one's fantastic. A+, 10 out of 10 for that one. That one's one of my favorite comics that I read of DC's this past week. So that's all the DC comics that we read. Now we got a big stack of Marvel. Only a couple of them are brand new stories and issues. The rest are stuff I'm catching up from the Ashes in the Beginning. So we're gonna go over the newer stuff first, which on the last pickup it wasn't too big. I did get 2 new issues here for Marvel. And I did pick up a new issue for myself that's going on, and I read those. I'll go over that, and then of course we'll get all the X-Men stuff. So first we got the Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 12. That story was actually really good. Again, like I said before, it's something different from what I'm normally reading. It's a little more friendly, little more colorful in there, as you're gonna say, compared to like the darker stuff that I've been reading. But the Spectacular Spider-Man, great story. I'm enjoying it. Another good one was the Ultimates issue number 9. I liked how they introduced Luke Cage in this one, and the story of him in this Ultimate Universe is a little different, obviously, than the normal Luke Cage that we're used to, but really good, really fantastic story. The Ultimates have not missed yet, and I hope they don't, because they're doing fantastic, and I don't think they will either. So this is the new story arc, that new issues that I picked up. It's kind of recently, starting this was in the end of last year, but then to now, and then this new comic book day coming up, there's going to be another issue. So I was like, you know what, let me try it. So I got these issues to see if I liked them. I actually love them. It's a pretty cool story, so I'm excited for it. What it is going to be Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu. I do have all the issues that have came out. I was able to get all of them. So this is issue number 0, kind of the prelude of what's going on and how Moon Knight is back and stuff like that from the previous Blood Hunt. I guess I didn't read the Blood Hunt, but it kind of explained, pretty well what's going on in the characters that we're getting into the story. So issue number 0 was really good. We also read issue number 1. So this is the start of the actual story, which was really good. Again, I'm enjoying it, so I'm gonna continue getting the issues. I'm glad I picked it up and started reading this kind of story of Moon Knight, so it was fantastic. So issue 1 was good. I also read issue number 2, which was fantastic. We have issue 3 as well, really cool. And then last but not least, as of right now, issue number 4. Issue number 5 is gonna come out this week. So I'm gonna pick that up during New Comic Book Day. So I'm excited for that. So that's what we read so far of the newer-ish Marvels. Now we're gonna go backtrack to the X-Men stuff. I'm still trying to catch up from the Ashes in the beginning. As you know, if you're following the page, or if you're new, I read the Krakoa era and wanted to go from the beginning to the end. I read every single story from 2019 all the way to 2024. I wanted to read it all because I thought when I started collecting this stuff of the newer X-Men, it was going to start fresh. So I didn't need to know, and I can just read the Krakoa on the way. But it references what's going on and what they're dealing with after Krakoa. I wanted to finish it, and I did. It was a fantastic era to read. So now I am on from the Ashes in the beginning era, so it's cool. We read a good amount, and we're just catching up. So to start us off, again, this is set up in alphabetical order, so when I can put it away, it's in order already. This is the Avengers issue number 18. It's not really part of the X-Men, but it stars some of the X-Men. As you can see right there, it says guest starring the X-Men. That's why I picked it up. It's part of them technically, and Storm's in this as well, so that was really good. Next, we got Dazzler number 1. I'm gonna say this story got real bad reviews. To me, it wasn't that bad. Definitely something different from like the normal X-Men stuff that's going on. It was just a little different. It wasn't like 10 out of 10. It was still good enough story where I'm gonna continue reading it. I did collect the future ones just in case, and so far I enjoyed the first issue, so can't complain on that one. Next, we read the Nyx issue number 3. That story's been a lot better than I thought. The cover's always undersold me. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give them a chance, so I kept buying them just in case. And now that I'm reading them, the stories are actually really good. I'm enjoying it a lot. Next, we got Phoenix issue number 3. This story has been freaking amazing. I love the Phoenix, so reading these were awesome. So I read issue 3 and also issue number 4. No complaints on the Phoenix. Again, been collecting them, and I'm happy that I've been collecting them. Fantastic stories. Next one, this one I was kind of iffy on to see what was going to happen with this story. Again, didn't hear the best reviews of it, but I picked it up anyways, so I can have my own opinion on it. And so far, it's not bad. I like this one as well, which is Sentinels. This is issue number 1. I started reading it, this one as well. Again, not amazing reviews on it, but I actually enjoyed it, so I'm excited to continue reading that one. Next, we got Storm. I've heard nothing but good things about this one, and when I read the first issue, it was amazing, so I read issue number 1 of Storm. Kind of going back on what kind of person she is and stuff like that, what she had to deal with growing up and all that good stuff. Amazing there. Another great one was Wolverine issue number 1. Of course, I knew Wolverine was going to be fantastic. I haven't heard anything bad about it. Wolverine doesn't really come out with any bad issues. Knock on wood so far. So Wolverine issue number 1 is fantastic. Next, we're continuing from stuff we've already read. We got X Factor issue number 2. That one was kind of X Factor was kind of a weird start for me, but this one is a little better. Cleared up a little more of what's going on with the whole X Factor stuff. So this one was really good. Next, we got X Force issue number 3. X Force is good. No complaints there. Forge is a little different in this one compared to what I know of Forge from the Krakoa era, which is, I guess, good, starting a different kind of story. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of Forge yet. I'm still reading it. I read issue 3 and 4. And Forge isn't my favorite character in this one, but still a good story overall, so I'm excited to continue reading that. And then of course we got the main title of the X series, which is X-Men. We got issue number 4. We read that one. That one was really good. I enjoyed that one. X-Men issue number 5 was really trippy, but it was still good as well. And then last but not least, we got the Uncanny X-Men issue number 3. This is one of my favorite covers because it has my boy Nightcrawler on there. It says "Catch the Elf," and if you're reading this, you understand what that means. It's a good story too. Uncanny X-Men, no complaints. So that's everything that we read for this past week. I'm still reading more. Like it says, why I upload this on a Sunday. I'm still reading some of the X-Men stuff because I don't have anything new from previous New Comic Book Day, because I picked everything up and read all of it that I can. Some of the X-Men stuff I picked up, I gotta wait till I get there. So catching up with the X-Men, which is fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoy this series. Next video you guys are going to be seeing is what I'm going to be picking up for the New Comic Book Day coming out here this following week. So I'm excited for that. If you guys enjoy these kind of videos, like the video, share it. We are trying to hit 200 subscribers. As of right now, we are at 160 as of recording. So we're 40 away. I know we can hit it, so please share it. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. Check out my TikTok. I do post short content on there as well. You'll be picking up the comic books. If it's a brand new series, I do a small preview of it on there as well. So everything's going to be on TikTok as well. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'll catch you guys in the next one.